Alright, good morning guys. We are going to be working on a chainsaw today. I just got this for Dylan, my son, and the oiler is not working. So we got the 60 volt brushless Dewalt chainsaw here with a 16-inch bar. The oiler's right here, and we got to take this thing all apart and find out what the heck is wrong with it. I watched a couple YouTube videos and they're a little rough, so we're gonna make our own video about it and hopefully it goes pretty smoothly. Let's get at it. Oh yeah. So guys, we're gonna kind of sort of time this a little bit to give you a rough idea if you're gonna do this job, how long it's gonna take. Nobody I've seen so far has mentioned anything like that, and I think it's going to be quite a pain in the butt. So this handle here, there's a screw there. There's a hidden one right here. I was having a hard time figuring out where that was, but there's actually another screw here. So guys, if you don't normally do stuff like this and you think you're going to wing it, just remember to take a couple pictures of stuff when you're doing it, and then when you're putting it back together, you're like, oh, okay, I know how it goes. For instance, the way this looks here right now, just take a good gander at it, maybe take a picture before you take it all apart. Alright, we'll try the impact on the end of this and see if that'll come off, because there's no way to really, hardly any way to hold this. No sir. And it's reverse thread, guys. So like if you're gonna do it, tighten it, not loosen it. Alright, we got the screws out of the way. Let's see if we can crack this guy open carefully. Okay, so we found our problem. This thing came straight from the factory. So that was supposed to pull out of there. It sits right here, just like this. This little hose isn't even connected, and down here it was kinked like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to reroute this thing down in the bottom a little bit somehow so that it goes straight onto this fitting here. Okay, so we found another kink. So it's kinked twice. So right here is the initial kink. And then down in there, where it comes off that elbow, it's kinked again. So there's a double kink happening and it wasn't even connected on here. I'm going to pull this off so I can get that elbow in there and move it upwards onto here. Alright, so we got the screws out of there. That just comes off. There's a little bit of grease in here that I think I will add to. Gosh darn it, there's not much in here. These guys should just pull off of here. There we go. So what most people are having problem with, this guy just pulls up, is this little pin down here. You look right in there. Everybody's saying this pin breaks off right here. That's not the problem in my case. So here now we can see the elbow. This is kinked here and kinked over here. So this was buckled in here just like this. Super, super dumb. Okay, we got our little spring. So that's cased on here now. That's going to keep it from bending. So we're going to shove that back down in the hole down there. You guys, look at how dry this is. Like, does that look dry to you? Straight from the factory, that's got no grease on it. That's the motor. We're going to grease this guy up pretty good before that goes back on there. The plastic one's greased. But yeah, so let's get that back in there. So got the gear guy here. Got our spring. He's right down in the bottom down in there, and there's no kinks. This is a little bit steep of a bend right here, but that's how this is supposed to be made. That's our cover. Guys, make sure you add some extra grease in here. This is going to heat up and wear out on you. Okay, we got our oil now. We got the other side all put back together. We're going to throw this in, run it just a little bit without the bar on, and see if that took care of our oil problem. So it should come out of here. Probably gonna take a bit because there's no, it's full of air. There we go.
We did it.
We did it. Okay, guys, so there's one other thing I wanted to tell you about while you're trying to figure out what's wrong with your saw if it's not oiling. Inside here, there's a small little filter on the end of your oiler. Check that before you even start tearing apart the saw and make sure that that is not plugged full of sawdust. If you've owned the saw for a while, sawdust gets in there and it could plug all that. So check that super first before this is all done here. I'm gonna check my phone and see what we're at. Okay, it's 10 o'clock and I started at 8:45, so it took me about an hour. So if you know what you're doing, you're looking at about 45 minutes to an hour and a half, somewhere in there. So, like, not terrible, but I'm glad that's fixed. Hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check the rest of Ed's channel, and we'll see you real soon. Have a good one.
Yeah, it works.
That good, Dill?
Yeah, that's how you do it.